Hi, this is Wangal Lama from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Karunya University, doing my fourth video of data structures. And the question given to me was to create a linked list, single linked list, and to do the operations insertion and deletion at any point of the linked list. So yes, I'm going to do that using this C++ program that I have created, and I'm going to explain this program to you right now. First, I have used the header file as usual hashtag include iOS stream, and I've used using namespace std for using the standard library functions. And yes, I've created two int variables n and d, and then I have created a structured name node. So inside that structure, I have declared the variable int of int data type named data, and I've created a pointer hashtag. I've created a pointer. Sorry, star next. So the variables of this structure is front queue, rear queue, temp and t. These are pointers and I've assigned them with null, each of them with null, so I don't get a garbage value. So at first I created a function for insertion, void insert here, and you can see that I have used if statements for the user to choose what he wants to do. There are three choices of insertion for the user, that is insert at front or in the middle and at the end. So if the user presses 1, then it will insert at the front. A new node will be created first in the temp variable, and then the user will be asked for the data, and then the data will be entered here. And if front queue is equals to null, then the first data will be created here, or if it is not empty, then the temp will be created after the linked list. So else if the user chooses to, then the program will ask which data you want to insert the element. So after entering the input, it will see, I've used this while loop. It will see if t is if the data is not equal, if not equal to d, t is equals to the pointer front queue. If it is not equal to d, then t will be equal to next. So if t is equals to rear pointing next, then element is not found. Else a new node will be created and the data will be entered. And if it is null, then the element will be entered at the first, or else it will be entered after the desired input, after the desired element. So at the third, it is to insert at the last, at the end of the linked list. So a new node will be created, the data will be asked, the data will be entered, and the variable will first, if it is null, then the first element will be there in the linked list, else the variable next will jump to the end of the linked list, and then there the element will be entered, else it will be known as wrong move. So for deletion of in the linked list, I've used this function delete queue, and to delete from the front, and there are three functions: delete from front, delete from middle, and delete from the end. So I've used in the same way as I've used in the insertion. I've used if statements to for the choice, and if and at the first function to delete from the front, if rear is equals to null, then the linked list should be empty, so I've written here empty. Or else the temp front queue will be temp is equals to front queue, and means then front queue then the front queue will start pointing towards the next variable, and the element will be deleted using this delete temp, using the keyword delete. So in the next function, that is to delete from the middle, same thing. If the single linked list is empty, it will show empty, else it will ask after which data you want to delete, and after giving the data which we want to delete, there will be a while if the data is equal to d, and if the next pointer is equal to null. If it is equal to null, then temp will be t, and t will be equal to t pointing next. So if t pointing next is null, then element will not be found. Or else if temp pointing next is equal to t pointing next, then the element will be deleted using this keyword delete t, and the deleted element will be shown here. And in the third function, to delete from the last, as usual we will do this real is equal to null if to show if the single list is empty or not, or else we will do the same thing here using this while it is null or not, and we will jump the pointer to the end of the linked list, and we will delete the element using the same keyword delete. So for displaying, we have used if this I have for displaying I have used this function. If real is null, if the linked list is empty, then it will show empty, or or else it will show this temp is equal to front queue, and it will show the data which is there in the linked list. So in the int main function, I have created a character ch, and I have put the whole thing inside a do while loop, so I can rerun this program again and again, and I have done here what the user wants to do. I've asked the user for its instructions, and I have simplified this program by using the functions if and one, else if and two, else if and three, and all. So this is how I did my program. I have This is how I asked the user for this choice. I haven't used switch statement. I've used else if statements. So this is how I did my program. Now let's see the output of this program. So yes, it is asking for insert. First we'll insert characters here. We'll insert at the front. As you can see, the linked list is working perfectly fine here, and it is showing the desired output. Now I will delete element. Element deleted is 23. So you can see my program is working perfectly fine. I hope you like my video. Thank you.